What's up, everyone? There's some new world leaks that have gone leaked around, basically showing a lot of new content that is to be released in the future. And I'm going to go over this and show you my opinions on it. We're going to take a little bit of a look at these pictures right now. Yes, as I said, these pictures have been deleted everywhere off the internet. It's really hard to find them, but I do have them here in my little secret folder. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this and see what I think. So let me pull this up here. This is going to be the first image. So this was all leaked. Someone got into the data files, data mined, got it all out. So this is basically what the data miner found. New expeditions, new PvP content, a new region, new weapons, horses, not 100% sure, and then new armor sets. Now it's funny because I did do that video, basically me saying how long does it take to get across the map, and it was about, like, 45 minutes to 40 to 45 minutes to walk across the map. And I'm like, that does take a long time, especially if you're just don't like if you're low on Azoth, you can't travel anywhere, you don't have a home. So horses could definitely be something that's viable. I don't know how that would mess with the servers in any way, but not 100%, but that is a part of the leaks here. So there is 6 new expeditions: Unholy Depths, Frozen Passage, Burncles and Black Powder, or Burnicles and Black Powder, I'm not sure. Eridanus Caverns, that's weird, it doesn't say caverns. Eridanus Caverns, Isabella's Lair, and the In Need. Very interesting names here. You can see the locations: Great Cleave, Cutlass Keys. The boss for Frozen Passage is the Heavy and Corrupted Ogre. The boss for Burnicles and Black Power is the Siren Queen. There's nothing here for the Riddinous Caverns. Isabella's Lair is the Tempest Tamer, and the Enid is the Lotus Scarab and Crassus. Interesting. So also there is 3 new weapons. Void Gauntlet. I'm sure a lot of people did hear about this leak a while ago. The Void Gauntlet has been spoken of a lot before. Let me go into the next picture here. I believe you can see a little bit more. All right. These are actually the skills here for the Void Gauntlet. So we have Void Blade. Summon a blade of void energy that converts your basic attacks to melee. That's interesting. Tap basic attack to perform a quick slash that deals something weapon damage, or hold to perform a thrust attack that deals blah 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 weapon damage. Both attacks inflict disintegrate, okay, on successful hits, dealing 7% of weapon damage per second and reducing damage absorption by 1% by some seconds for some duration. Okay. That's pretty interesting here. It's kind of hard to picture what that would be like in my head. I'm trying to picture like void. I know like a lot of void items in the game are like purplish, and so it's kind of hard to see how that would work. But okay, we have the Bolstering Blade. This is a mod which grants fortified on start, increasing damage absorption. Penetrating Blade, another mod, critical damage on void blade attacks. I'm assuming these are like the passives that you have on a skill tree here. Draining Blade, successful heavy attacks heal self for 7% of weapon damage per disintegrate stack on target. It's very interesting. Punishing Chamber, so this is going to be an actual skill here. Summon a circle of void energy at your feet that deals 7% of weapon damage per second to enemies and grants empower to friendlies, increasing their damage by 7% of a radius. So this kind of does remind me of the Ice Gauntlet, little circle that you put on the floor. It looks pretty much the same. I'm not sure if the Ice Gauntlet does have an increased damage to other people, or the empower. But next one here, your Void Gauntlet mana costs are reduced by a certain percent while inside the chamber. Okay, and another mod here, stamina per second, certain percent or plus stamina per second for self and friendlies while inside the chamber. Okay, Petrifying Scream. So this is going to be another skill. Unleash a Void, Infuse Scream, dealing a certain percent of weapon damage and inflicting root to enemies 4 meters in front of you, disabling their movement. This is pretty good. This seems like a CC. I know that the Ice Gauntlet kind of has a slow, but not really a CC, a root. That does seem pretty good. Did it say how long the root was? No, it didn't. It just said 4 meters in front of you. Okay. Another mod here, which is another passive ability. Root duration increased by a certain amount of seconds on targets below a certain amount of health. Bolstering Scream, which is another passive here. Gain Fortify for each enemy hit, increasing damage absorption by a certain percent for a certain amount of seconds. Another one, Drain Strength. You have more damage while below a certain percent of mana. Healthy Luck, critical chance while above a certain percent of health. Passive, critical chance while all abilities are on cooldown. Another passive, cooldown reduction on all abilities on critical hit. So this does seem like a very DPS based weapon. I'm assuming it's going to be intelligence, just like the other magic weapons in the game. Let's go over to the next slide here. All right, so we have some more items here. Let's actually take a look at the ultimate. Gain a stack of void essence per successful ability hit at something or more stacks. Your next successful heavy attack will instantly reset all void gauntlet cooldowns and remove all stacks. That's very interesting. I'm not really sure how it would work out. As I said, this is all typed up, so it's really hard to really imagine what's really going on here. Let's see. Blunderbuss class. Ideal for keeping targets at a distance for long range combat with high payoff or precise aim. I think this is another weapon. So a blunderbuss, I believe, is kind of like another rifle, kind of like the musket. I think a blunderbuss is like the weapon that has like the horn in front, like a I can only like think about what I know of it. I don't really know if a blunderbuss is what I think it is, but the skills here include claw shot, net shot, vortex shot, splitting grenade, Azoth, sharpened blast, and mortar shot. And then we have dagger. There was rumors, of course, of the dagger coming out. That's been known. Dual wield, one-handed weapons, close range melee, and short range throwing combat. All right, and then we have new armor sets. Harbinger Heavy, Medium, and Light. And then we have the Invasion Field Commander, Heavy, Invasion Marksman, Light, Invasion Skirmisher, Medium, Invasion Assassin. We have the War Marksman Light, War Skirmisher Medium, Royal Court Heavy, Medium, and Light. The Twitch set, I'm not exactly sure what this one is. It might be the one that's already released here. The Purifier Heavy, Light, and Medium, and the Waterlogged Coral Heavy, the Waterlogged Net Heavy, Light, and Medium. We actually have a couple of pictures here. I don't believe that I have all of them, but I'll show you what I have right now. We go over here, we have a couple of the pictures of the sets. So let's just scroll through. This is a Harbinger. This one does look very, what's that one game that just released? I forgot what it's called, but this really does have like an Egyptian type of look to it. Let's go over to the next one. This one does look a little roguish, really black, really dark here. This does look kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Most of these sets might be from the expeditions that they're going to releasing. If you haven't seen my video where I spoke of why crafting is better than gear drops, this is exactly why, because they're going to be dropping new content, and most likely there's going to be expedition crafted gear that you're probably going to need at least 150 armoring or higher to create, and I'm assuming they're most likely going to do that with these gear sets. Let's keep going here. We have another one here. This one looks a little more like some light armor. Looks very versatile and light. Let's go over to the next one. This one right here looks like some heavy armor. They're not labeled here with the names, but it does look a little colorful here compared to the rest of them. This head style is a little different for sure. I think I kind of like the designs, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely gonna be mixing and matching these up, putting some dye on them also. All right, oh, this one looks kind of cool. Looks like I'm like a necromancer type of gear, to be completely honest. It looks really nice. It has like a little skirt coming off the the waist area here. Let's keep going through them. All right, and then we have this one that kind of reminds me of what's it called? The Syndicate faction gear. You know, when they have like the gas mask, it kind of looks like that. I believe it's Syndicate. It's a little similar, a little different. It's definitely not the same color, but it does have the same kind of resemblance to that. Keep going. We have another one here. This one's like a little golden and white. This one looks really nice. Probably some medium armor. Looks very goldish, fancy. Definitely like that one. Let's go over to the next one here. Ooh, this one looks really nice. This chest piece right here looks insane. This is something that I would definitely put on. This is like a medium armor. I wonder if eventually in the game they'll do like skins. Well, they do have skins for your armor, but they need to have like transmog so you can use, item drops or any item that you've equipped it and then put it onto other pieces of gear. I think that would definitely be cool, kind of create some diversity. They already have dyes in the game, so dyes with transmogs would definitely go hand in hand and be really nice instead of just paying for all the skins in the game that's in the shop. All right, this one looks like some light armor for sure. Kind of reminds me of like some type of bone armor. Like I can't really tell. The shoulder pieces here look really nice also. Looks like you have some tassels coming down in the front of some sort. All right. All these ads on the side, man. No self promo, yo. Block that out. All right, but this is some more gear sets. This one looks kind of bland, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of looks similar to the last one, to be honest. This might be the same type of armor, maybe like the heavy variation or the medium variation. It's kind of hard to tell here. Let's get over to the last one. And then, oh, this one looks really nice. This looks like some Azoth gear, like some Azoth infused gear. This looks like something that would be an ESO, to be completely honest. I could see like an ESO character rocking something like this. All right, let's keep going down here with the leaks. All right, so it has a new armor sets here and new PvP content, PvP arena. That's something that's definitely going to be fun. If that does come around, we'll be going crazy in that on this channel, I guarantee it. Information, there is it. Oh wait, there it is. Possible to fight against other players and collect points. Let me see if there's a little more information here. Yes, and then PvP Arena, okay, not that much information on it. There it is, possible to fight against other players and collect points, okay, and then Dungeon Mutation is intended for end game and should really be for the strongest players. So it looks like Dungeon Mutation sounds like maybe a mix of PvP and PvE in an instance. I'm not exactly sure. Dungeon Mutation sounds like something like that. But let's get over to the new region. So Brimstone Sands. This is interesting because if they really start expanding the map, I feel like there's no choice for them but to add mounts, because if you're expanding the map out so much with new regions of the map, or just aside, new regions of the map is big. Like that's a big update. I'm not exactly sure when they'll be releasing all this, maybe before the end of the year, December-ish, but that sounds like something that's going to be really big for this game. So it says Brimstone Sands, test itself, get to the border and create. Wait, get to the border in Great Cleave and cross it little bid before you die, and notice will come Brimstone Sands. Very interesting. Various stories. So there's like some quests that will be in the area. And then we have the zones here, the Oasis, Dead Zone, Barren Waste, Staring Sands, Scorched Battlefield. It looks like it's going to be very exciting here. It's probably going to be a, because it's a new expansion or a new DLC, I'm not sure if this is going to be like a 60 plus level area, or they might make it, like a 20 to 25 area with some like level 60 dungeons. I'm not really sure how they're going to scale the area when it comes to the new content. That's going to be something that's interesting. I don't know if they want to hold back new players from going into the new content before they're level 60, or if they're just going to release it accessible to everyone from the start, but we'll have to figure that out. All right. And then some more of the zones here. We have Windswept Highlands, Shattered Foothills, Jagged Ridge, Ancient Rise, new mining resources. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Get your crafting skills up, because they're going to start adding some new stuff that you're going to have to use to go ahead and create those new gear sets. Let's see, we have coarse and sand, we have fine sand, silly sand, and charged sand. I'm not sure what kind of crafting station that would be used in, to be completely honest, but I already seen this coming. I knew they were going to do that. That's why if you see my video where I had why crafted gear is better than drops, is because exactly things like this. Make sure you max out those crafting skills. That's the number one thing we're doing on this channel right now, because I know right now we're in the base game and there's not much going on at all. It's really just base game, like, you know, like there's no rush to push to 60. You know, definitely make sure you go ahead and get those crafting skills up. And then horses and not much information, but it's just code found here that says food for horse, equipable saddle, and equipable bridle. So bridle, I'm not exactly sure what that is, but they look like it's an item class or classified as an item. So those have been found, the documents leaked. And then also at the bottom here says, keep in mind that Amazon can make changes and not all the information will be published in the game, which is very true. A lot of this could completely change. A lot of it is most likely in the game for sure, but it's going to be switched up a lot. So we'll see. This does sound very, very exciting here. I'm not going to lie. I'm definitely looking forward to new content. If you see my other videos, I've been talking about this a lot. I think the new content in this game is what's going to drive a lot of players back. All these little glitches and all that stuff going on is just minor setbacks. I know this game is going to do a lot. Like, it's literally Amazon. Imagine their budget for this game, you know? They're probably in there, you know, with the best top. I'm not really sure what game developers are working on this game exactly, but you know, I'm sure they put some money into it for sure. It's literally Amazon. So that's pretty much it. If you like this information, go ahead and hit that like button, hit up the comment section, tell me what you guys think is going to be coming out next. Tell me what you think about the information here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notifications, and I'll catch you guys later.
In the nighttime, it get tricky. Mess with me, we send that boy straight there. Whoa! Straight to the backseat. Put him work up in the nighttime and it's getting tricky. I put my sweat and my tears in this bitch, so I swear to God it's getting busy.